You wired millions for a dream villa abroad, and you may not legally own a single brick of it. Some countries make it illegal for foreigners to hold land at all. Across 7 of them, the gap between what buyers think they are purchasing and what a land registry actually records is where fortunes quietly vanish, unless you understand exactly how the wealthy stay protected. Glossy sales brochures promise paradise, but land registries speak a completely different language. Many eager buyers write massive checks, assuming they are purchasing the ground beneath their feet, only to discover they have merely bought temporary control, not permanent soil. To approach these highly restricted markets safely, buyers must first decode the 3 legal pillars of property: freehold, leasehold, and usufruct. Freehold is the ultimate prize, an outright purchase of the land and the building forever. Leasehold is instead a long-term rental with an hourglass that eventually runs down to 0. Usufruct acts as a hybrid right, letting an investor live in the villa or pocket its rental income, while the underlying title remains with a local owner. Governments worldwide enforce these strict boundaries for fundamental historical and protective reasons. National security, safeguarding vital farmland from foreign speculation, preserving strategic coastlines, and maintaining post-colonial sovereignty all drive nations to keep their native soil out of foreign hands. For the global elite, these barriers are simply rules of engagement, shifting the focus from buying physical land to legally securing control. Thailand serves as the ultimate proving ground for this legal reality. Many wealthy buyers eye Phuket or Koh Samui, dreaming of owning a slice of tropical paradise. Section 86 of the 1954 Land Code establishes an absolute wall. Foreign nationals cannot acquire land freehold. This historic statute protects national sovereignty, keeping native soil safe from international speculation. In the eyes of the law, money cannot purchase a single square inch of earth. While advertisements feature glittering beachfront estates, the legal truth remains unchanged. The dirt beneath the villa is entirely off-limits. Indonesia takes a different structural route to achieve the exact same restriction. Under the Basic Agrarian Law of 1960, the state maintains ultimate control over all natural resources. This means hak milik, the coveted right of absolute freehold ownership, is strictly reserved for Indonesian citizens. Foreigners looking at beachfront villas in Bali cannot hold this title under any circumstances. Instead of outright ownership, the legal system restricts international buyers to time-limited, statutory land rights. The soil remains sovereign territory, leaving buyers to manage various usage rights rather than holding permanent land deeds. The Philippines approaches land ownership through the ultimate legal shield, its actual constitution. Under Article 12, Section 7 of the 1987 Constitution, foreign nationals are absolutely barred from acquiring private land. This is not just a standard policy or a bureaucratic hurdle. It is a foundational, non-negotiable rule written into the supreme law of the land. The driving force behind this strict ban is a deeply rooted history of post-colonial protection. After enduring centuries of foreign rule and economic colonization under Spain and the United States, the country established these barriers to reclaim and safeguard its native soil. The law is designed with a singular, uncompromising objective: to keep Philippine land permanently in Filipino hands. For any overseas buyer dreaming of owning a private estate or a beachfront plot here, the Constitution presents an immovable legal wall. The dirt beneath any property is strictly off-limits, highlighting the stark division between acquiring a temporary tropical escape and legally owning national territory. Mexico operates on a completely different premise. Location dictates the law. Under Article 27 of the Mexican Constitution, the country establishes a restricted zone that covers all land within 50 kilometers of the coast and 100 kilometers of any international border. If a luxury property sits inside this perimeter, direct foreign ownership is strictly prohibited to protect national sovereignty over strategic shorelines and borders. This means the glossy beachfront villa in Cabo or Tulum cannot be owned outright by an international buyer. Wealthy investors instead work around this geographical barrier through a fideicomiso, a secure 50-year renewable bank trust. A Mexican bank acts as the trustee and holds the legal title, while the foreign buyer retains all the practical rights to sell, lease, or inherit the home. By shifting from direct deed holder to trust beneficiary, affluent buyers secure legal control, proving that in Mexico, the property rights you hold depend entirely on where the sand meets the sea. This structural shift keeps the nation's prime land protected while still welcoming high-end capital. India draws its line of defense not at the beach, but at the edge of the farm. Under the Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999, the nation aggressively guards its agricultural soil to protect food security and rural communities. While non-resident Indians can easily buy apartments or offices, farmland is strictly off-limits to non-citizens. The law treats fields and crops as strategic national assets, completely separate from commercial real estate. No amount of money or creative structuring can bypass this. In a landmark 2025 decision, the Delhi High Court proved just how serious these rules are. A United Arab Emirates-based entity tried to purchase a 10-acre farm in Punjab using a front shell company. The court stepped in, shut down the deal, invalidated the entire transaction, and forced the company to divest the land under threat of heavy financial penalties. For global investors, the message is clear. When it comes to India's soil, the plow belongs to the nation. Vietnam takes the division between owning a home and owning the earth to its absolute limit. Under the 2023 housing law, private land ownership does not exist. The state owns every single grain of soil on behalf of the people. When a wealthy buyer acquires a luxury condo in Ho Chi Minh City, they are not buying the land beneath it. Instead, they receive a time-bound use right capped at 50 years, subject to a strict 30% foreign quota per building. In this market, you can own the high-rise walls, but the dirt remains sovereign territory. Cambodia draws its line of defense through post-conflict land reforms designed to prevent international speculation and protect local communities. Foreigners are strictly prohibited from direct land ownership. Instead, global buyers target Phnom Penh's growing skyline through a precise statutory carve-out, the co-owned building. Under the 2010 foreign ownership law, an investor can purchase a premium condominium unit with a secure hard title from the first floor upward. But the actual soil beneath the luxury tower remains entirely off-limits. In this market, you can own the sky, but you can never own the dirt. Smart international investors do not hide behind fragile loopholes or unrecorded side agreements. When millions of dollars are on the line, legality beats cleverness every single time. Opaque nominee setups, where a local frontman acts as a dummy owner, regularly collapse. For example, in one high-end coastal market, an investor who relied on a nominee company lost a $3 million villa when the frontman challenged the paperwork, while a peer who used a fully declared bank trust remained completely protected. To avoid these costly traps, wealthy buyers follow a strict 5-step due diligence playbook. First, they verify the title directly through the country's official land registry to ensure it is clean. Second, they confirm the exact legal rights on offer, matching the contract to local property laws. Third, they hire independent, licensed local lawyers before any wire is sent. Fourth, they prepare for stringent anti-money laundering checks, ensuring their source of funds is fully documented. Finally, they write renewal, transfer, and inheritance terms into the contract before signing, securing their exit strategy from day one. While this guide provides a practical educational framework based on the primary sources listed in the description, always consult a qualified local professional for your specific situation. Subscribe to the channel for more insider breakdowns of global real estate. Today, the ultimate luxury isn't owning a piece of the world. It's mastering its rules. In a market tightening its borders, the truly wealthy don't chase deeds. They acquire control. The global playground belongs to those who play smarter. Subscribe for more insider strategies.